It will be interesting to see.
Why is it technically outdoors? Why
Well,
it's outside?
Well, you are outside, but you're also...
Hey guys, it's KJ.
John.
And Winnie from Disney Mom Life. Welcome or welcome back. If you like today's video, please
give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe if you're new.
Ding that notification bell.
And leave us a comment. And John, what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're talking about the Disney Cruise Line because the Disney Wish is soon to be unveiled.
We have a lot of Disney cruise news for you, so stay tuned and we're going to jump right in.
Some of the news we have for you is that Disney released more of the 2022 sailing itinerary.
That's right. They released even more itineraries for 2022. They look really great. There's going to be some in Europe. They also released some for the Caribbean, and we're really excited. John and I were saying that one day we would love to take a Disney Cruise Line European cruise because there are just so many places you can see, and you're on one boat and can do it all in one trip. Some of those itineraries include going to Barcelona, Spain, going to France, Rome, Italy, Florence and Pisa in Italy, and then back to Barcelona. There is a 6-night cruise that is also going to Barcelona, Spain, then to Nice, France, Milan, Italy, Florence and Pisa, Italy, and then Pompeii and Rome, Italy. That's an Italian heavy trip. John and I have both been to Italy, not together, but we've both been to Italy, and it's such a beautiful country. We can only imagine what it would be like to do that while going on a Disney cruise. I think it would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, it would be. Italy's the only place I've ever been to in Europe, though going to Nice sounds like a pretty fun time too. I've always wanted to go to the south of France. That sounds like that would be a pretty cool trip too. But before we even get to Europe, we got to tackle the Alaskan cruise first, don't we?
Yeah.
And there's also some 7 to 9 night cruises coming to the Disney Cruise Line in 2022, sailing in the Mediterranean and the Greek islands. Some of those itineraries include a stop in Rome, Italy, a stop in Croatia, a few nights in Greece, and then back to Italy. The one I just highlighted is one of the 9-day cruises. There's also a 12-night Mediterranean cruise, stopping at Rome, Italy, Palermo, Sicily, Santorini, Greece, Mykonos, Greece, Naples, Italy, Monte Carlo and Nice, and Barcelona. So if you've never been to Europe, it sounds like one of these Disney Cruise Line vacations could be a one-stop shop for all of the most popular cities in Europe.
They also released some Alaskan cruises, and I mentioned earlier they also released some for the Caribbean. We're not going to get into those itineraries. We think those are a little bit more popular and people know more about those, so we're going to skip over those, but just know you can go to Disney's website. We'll leave a link below and you can check out all of the itineraries. They all sound amazing. We mentioned multiple times we're really hoping to get on a Disney cruise in 2022. That is our plan, so maybe we'll be heading up one of these itineraries.
That's the hope.
The next bit of news we have is specifically for the Wish. This video is mostly going to be about the Wish, but we couldn't have a Disney cruise news video without mentioning the new 2022 itineraries. So for the Disney Wish, Disney recently announced that Minnie Mouse will be the captain of the ship, and she will be on the bow of the ship. Now, it won't be like how the characters in the rear of the ship or the stern of the ship have Donald Duck or Sorcerer Mickey or Goofy or Dumbo, or in for the Wish it's Rapunzel. It's in the front of the ship and it's not 3D, it's just a painting on the bow, but it is going to be Minnie Mouse. She is going to be the captain of the ship. Mickey Mouse is pictured on the bows of the other 4 ships, so just something new and exciting, and can't wait to see Minnie Mouse captain the ship.
The next bit of news is Disney released a video showcasing the Atrium lobby on the Wish.
It is Cinderella inspired, which we knew that the statue in the Atrium lobby for the Wish was Cinderella. That news came out a little while ago.
And shouldn't we have all guessed that? I mean, the boat is called The Wish. Cinderella is one of her main songs, is a dream.
The classic line from
wish,
it.
Your dream.
A dream is the wish your heart makes.
Yeah.
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
So yes, we all should have guessed that Cinderella would be the...
You and I did speculate that it would be a princess-themed ship.
Yeah.
Now, we were throwing things around like it being a pink ship. Like, we know it wasn't going to be a pink ship. It was going to be the classic colors that all of the Disney Cruise Line ships are.
Yep.
But we're not surprised that they are theming the Atrium lobby as the princess. The cast members in the video did say that it was supposed to be like a castle on the sea. Before they called it the Wish, they had nicknamed it the Enchanted, which I actually think is a great name for a Disney Cruise Line ship. They probably won't use that for a future ship since that was the nickname for the Disney Wish. But we can't wait to see the inside of the Atrium. As we mentioned, the cast members said that it is inspired by Cinderella. There are going to be stained glass windows with pumpkin coaches on them. The main chandelier is inspired by the part of Cinderella when the fairy godmother does her magical twirl around Cinderella, that spiral. So that's the main chandelier, and there are just so many other elements that are inspired by Cinderella. So it's going to be such a magical place when you walk on that ship and you're transported into this different magical world. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. I can't wait to see it. Everything Disney does, especially around even the princesses, are always so magical. I can't wait to take Winnie there one day. I'm sure she'll get a kick out of it. She can even dress up as maybe Cinderella, right?
And speaking of seeing the inside of the Disney Wish, on Thursday, April 29th, what's going on?
Well, Disney's going to be doing an unveiling of the Disney Wish, and I, for one, am hoping that we get a full tour of the boat.
I don't know about that. That would be really cool. They did just say it's an unveiling, so maybe they're showing the outside of the ship. Maybe they're showing more of the inside. Do you think the ship is built? If you guys know if it's like fully built, let us know in the comments down below if it's complete.
Well, it's still a little over a year away from sailing, so I guess... No, it doesn't seem like it. So my guess is work is still being done, but even if it's like computerized artist renderings of parts of the ship.
Well, they did that on the video they just released on Friday, April 23rd. So it could be more things like that. When they showed the video for Minnie Mouse being the captain and they had this coin that they use and put it in the ship, or I'm not really sure, they kind of pressed it down. The ship didn't look to be close to complete. And as you said, I guess it really is over a year away. It doesn't seem that far, but a year is a long time.
I guess because 2022 doesn't seem that far away, but now we're talking about summer of 2022. So I hope we see as much of the boat as possible. You know, whether it's the Atrium, you know, truly how it's going to be, some of the staterooms, some of the restaurants, some of the shops. I don't know what will and won't be completed, but I hope we get as much of the boat as possible.
And on Thursday, we are hoping, once we see it, to share information with you, just share some of our thoughts. So make sure you tune in, check out our channel on Thursday for another cruise line news video, because we are planning to put something out, some first reactions on what our thoughts are. So
we should do like a live reaction, like us watching. We should have a camera on us watching it for the first time, kind of like those movie theater audience reactions, like oh my god. Maybe
we'll have that as B-roll. I don't think everyone wants to just watch us sitting there, but maybe we can have some B-roll of our reaction while we're telling you what we think. So if you guys want to see that, let us know in the comments down below if there's certain things you want us to talk about. We're more than happy to take your suggestions. One other thing we wanted to quickly note, it's not necessarily Disney Cruise Line news, but it's cruise related. It was, I think, Carnival Cruise, and if it's not Carnival, I'll leave in the comments or right down here which cruise line it was. But I think it was Carnival, that they are going to be going out cruising fairly soon. They are requiring passengers to be vaccinated. Now, will Disney do this? We don't know. The state of Florida, the governor passed something where private businesses cannot mandate that its guests have negative COVID tests or be vaccinated, show proof of vaccination. That's Florida. A lot of cruises leave out of Florida, but I'm not sure how that applies to the open seas. So
yeah, my guess is a private company can make their own rules and requirements.
Well, like I said, in Florida, the governor passed something where they couldn't do that, but that's just the state of Florida. So I don't know how it applies to a cruise ship that's going international. I mean, Carnival's doing it, but
yeah, I think a lot will depend on where things are leaving from.
As far as when the Disney cruises will, I was going to say take flight. As far as when the Disney cruises will set sail, that still remains to be seen. They have continued to cancel dates, I think somewhere through the beginning of June, and we're in April right now. But they are doing sort of like a staycation. Did we mention that in our last video? We may have mentioned this in our last Disney Cruise news video. I think we did, that they are doing like a staycation for people in Britain on the Disney Magic. So there's been no news about that since the last time we delivered that news to you guys. But if you did hear anything, again, please let us know in the comments down below. If you happen to be one of our UK friends, if you've heard anything, please let us know. But I've always said to John, I think it'd be really cool if they had some kind of staycation Disney cruise ships, because not everybody can fly or travel, and well, he just wants to say bye. So I think it'd be cool if they did one out of New York, since we're in New York and we know some cruises set sail out of New York, but maybe they do some kind of staycation if cruises don't sail as soon as we think. Let us know. Do you guys think that's possible? If they're doing it in Britain, could they do it here? Could they do it in Florida or New York or California? Probably not California, but so let us know your thoughts.
And one of the things that goes kind of hand in hand with vaccinations are masks. We're already seeing some states talking about relaxing the requirements to wear masks, especially outdoors. A lot of what you do on a cruise ship is technically outdoors. It will be interesting to see.
Why is it technically outdoors? Why are you outside?
Well, you are outside, but you're also inside a lot, right? You're in your stateroom, you're in the restaurants, you're in the buffet. You're kind of like, cruises kind of like blur the line of indoors, outdoors sometimes. I mean, yes, if you're on the pool deck, you're outdoors, but there's, I don't know. Either way, you're outdoors a lot on a cruise ship. So it will be curious to see, especially since some of these cruises aren't sailing. We're talking about the Wish in 2022. Will masks be required on board? Will they only be required once you go inside the ship? Once you leave the ship and you're on the individual islands, what will the rules be? So that's something worth watching too. We may all have very interesting tan lines as we go on our cruises.
Well, if it's in 2021, but 2022, Bob Chapek did put out a statement saying that he does anticipate that masks will be no more in 2022. Could it be January 2022 or December 2022? I'm gonna guess that he means earlier in the year, but 12 months is a long time, so that's a bold statement by him. I mean, listen, I hope that we're in a good place.
I've seen some speculations inside the parks that maybe even in Disney World, masks when outside may not be a thing towards the end of 2021. We'll see.
Well, we already know that they are now allowing you to take off your mask to take photos. You still have to be social distance and it has to be outside. And with that, I think we've covered everything Disney Cruise News related that we wanted to share with you today. If there's anything we missed, please let us know in the comments down below. We always want to know the latest on cruise news. We do our best to get that news to you, but if there's something we missed, let us know and we'll mention it in the next video. So with that, if you guys like this video, please
give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe if you're new.
Ding that notification bell.
And leave us a comment. Are you guys excited for the Wish? Are you Disney cruisers? Have you been on a Disney cruise? Do you plan to go on the Disney Wish or on a cruise in 2022? Maybe one of those itineraries we mentioned. Do you plan to be on one of those? Like we're planning to. Not sure which one yet, but that's the hope. So with that, we'll see you real soon. Bye.
See you on the
boat. Now
it's
time, Winnie.
See you on the boat, right?
You're not gonna say bye? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Hi, I'm Eeyore. Eeyore.
Hey.
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 What do you need for other?
Hey. Hey.
Alright.
Yep. You want me to talk about the itinerary? And what it would be like to have
Right.
He's trying to share some news too. Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we had a lot.
Mom.
Because of mommy with lipstick on. Mwah.